Good, happy Sunday morning, June 5th, 2022. I'm Riley King. Welcome to this Sunday morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Sunday morning, so let's get started right now. First up, community mourns, supports family of Portsmouth boy killed in South Carolina shooting. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Was down in South Carolina for his brother's graduation when he was shot. The coroner says he was hit in the neck, and his dad, Matthew, was shot in the leg and survived. The 40-year-old man has been charged with randomly shooting cars driving by his house. Sarah Nat says both of her boys were friends with Quarius, and they had a big group of friends that played together every day after school. She says Quarius made an impact on everyone he met.
He had an ability to make everybody feel like he was their best friend. And truly every one of those kids, if you talk to them, they will all say that Quarius was his best friend. But he was best friends with everybody. Everybody in the school knew him. Everybody in the community knew him.
Sarah set up a GoFundMe to help Quarius' family during this difficult time, and we have a link to that GoFundMe over on our website at WMUR.com. Live in Portsmouth, Hannah Cotter, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Harmony Montgomery's stepmother arrested again on pre-jury charges. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Harmony Montgomery's stepmother, Kayla, is back behind bars after she was arrested by Manchester police Friday at police headquarters. The arrest coming just 4 days before Harmony's 8th birthday. Manchester Police Chief Alan Aldenberg confirmed to News 9 that Kayla Montgomery was arrested on perjury charges for lying to a grand jury, but did not elaborate on what she lied about. She was released from jail on bond back in May after previously being arrested on charges of theft, deception, and receiving stolen property, accused of accepting welfare benefits for Harmony during the time the child was missing. Harmony Montgomery has not been seen in more than 2 years. Manchester police believe she went missing sometime between late November and early December of 2019. Her father, Adam Montgomery, is currently in jail on charges of abuse. Kayla Montgomery is expected to appear in court Monday to be arraigned on the new charges. And in an exclusive statement to News 9, Manchester Police Chief Alan Aldenberg says, quote, "The arrest of Kayla Montgomery is another step in the investigation into the whereabouts of Harmony Montgomery. We will continue to do everything in our power to bring this case to a resolution." And News 9 has also reached out to the attorney for Kayla Montgomery for a comment. We have not heard back just yet. We're live in Manchester tonight. Scott Cook, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Bubba Noodle Bar to reopen after temporarily shutting down due to a salmonella outbreak. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
After a brief issue with salmonella, a local restaurant is preparing to reopen its doors. Last month, Bubba Noodle Bar in Manchester voluntarily stopped operations after at least 7 cases of bacteria were linked to the business. According to the Manchester Health Department, 1 person was hospitalized but has since recovered. A soft opening is planned for Thursday, while a grand reopening is set for Friday.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Arrest made in criminal investigation. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Welcome to our first Silos Baking Competition. competition, the winner gets their dessert featured in the Silo's Bakery and $25,000.
Who is it?
Silo's Baking Competition, a special...
New Hampshire State Police say the person at the center of a criminal investigation on Bow Lake is now in custody. Investigators say the unidentified person is being evaluated at a hospital, but did not state what happened or why they consider this investigation to be criminal. Organizers of today's Bow Lake Dam 15K and 5K race to cure cystic fibrosis say the race has been canceled because of this investigation. We are following this story. We'll keep you updated as soon as new information comes into our newsroom.
Okay, there you go on that video and that report. Abbott baby formula plant resumes production. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
Turning now to new developments in a story that has concerned so many parents across this country. The plant at the center of the baby formula crisis now resuming production. Abbott says it's prioritizing the production of specialized formula at its Sturgis, Michigan facility. And the first products are expected to hit store shelves later this month. Here's ABC's Faith Abube.
Tonight, the baby formula plant at the heart of the shortage crisis, restarting production. Abbott announcing the reopening of its Sturgis, Michigan plant, closed since February over contamination concerns, hoping to have the first batch of specialty formulas available on store shelves for medically vulnerable infants and children by June 20th. 8-year-old Jessica Feiner has a metabolic disorder and urgently needs specialty formula.
If she doesn't get her proper diet or formula, the phenylalanine builds up in her blood and it's toxic to her brain and her nervous system. It's terrifying because we know she needs it.
In a statement, Abbott promising to, quote, do everything we can to re-earn the trust parents, caregivers, and healthcare providers have placed in us. The Biden administration facing criticism for its response, working to boost supply. The FDA says it expects new rounds of shipments to come in from overseas starting next week through October. According to the Biden administration, the U.S. has so far secured commitments for a total of more than 127 million bottles worth of formula for import. Nationwide, shelves remain bare. Stores in nearly 1 in 5 states now have less than 10% of their infant formula stock available.
And with Abbott reopening its Sturgis, Michigan facility is a positive sign, but it'll take roughly 6 to 8 weeks for that plant to ramp up production, make enough formula to make any real impact on this critical shortage.
And so many parents desperate for that formula right away. Okay, Faith, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here.
Okay, there you go on that video and that report. That does it for this morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Have a great rest of your Sunday, everyone, and goodbye.